Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have question set 10. So we have to know what is the join query and what is a subquery. So join query is a kind of complex query in database management system. So we want to study that join query and we want to pay attention to this video really well, because join query it's not like a delete query, insert query and select query. They are kind of really simple, and we don't have to join some tables to tables. We want to insert some data to a selected table, and also we can delete some data from selected table. So join query, when we get join query, we want to join some tables, join some separated tables together, and we want to select some data from that gathered tables. So we need to write some complex query with this join query and subqueries. So now I am going to explain you what is the join query and subquery. So let's go to our question first. So I am going to my question. So this is my 10th question. So we came through the 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 9. We came to 9 questions. So now we are good. We know how to insert data, how to delete some data from the table, and how to select data. So we all know about that. Now we are going to learn about some complex scenario. So this is called join query. So let's go to question first and get some awareness about our question, and let's go to explain our join query and subquery, and let's do our query. Let's do our query writing. So this video will be this video will take a long time than others, because I want to explain you join query really well. If you miss some videos, you can go to my playlist and watch them, and don't miss this video and don't miss one single minute of this video. So pay your really attention to this video, because join queries are complex. So let's go to our question. I maximize my PDF a little bit. Now you can see the question. Let's go to question. So we have question set 10. Graphically Central College was the only active school in the area during the war season. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure my video is recording. Alright, my video is recording. So Graphically Central College was the only active school in the area during the war season. There were only 15 students in the school. Also, there were 5 teachers and one of them was the principal of the school. So there are 4 teachers and 1 principal. So there are 5 teachers. Okay. The principal decided to add all the students details in a student attendance marking system. So he would be able to mark the attendance after the main morning assembly at once. Think you are the reputed database engineer, or we are reputed database engineer now, and the principal requested to make a database while another developer is developing the system. Alright, now we have a little part to do. So we are reputed database engineer. We have to make database while another developer is developing the system. So we have to make database only. The details have been given below. So we have 4 tables and give some data. First name, last name. We have numbers. We want to put numbers in integer data type and auto incremented thing. This is auto incremented thing. And we want to give this date of birthday, grade, village, transportation method. Okay. And we have grade table, village table, and transport. Right. Alright. Memorize a little bit. Let's go to question. Create database named Graphically School and insert data to tables graphically. So now you can see they don't mention how to make this database table. So the easiest method is use workbench and add diagram and get ER diagram model, and create table using your GUI option. If I show you that, we are going to database, and now we want to go to file, new model, and you can see default MyDB MySQL schema. So we need to rename that reference. We need to rename Graphically School like that. When we rename reference, click on this and you come this refactor schema message and okay this message, and now we want to double click on this add diagram, and now we have ER diagram. So we have this GUI option to place a new table, so we can use this to place a new table. So we need to make 4 more table here. Alright, I make 4 tables, and let's go to question. So we can make our database table using ER diagram, and we want to insert data using graphical method, so we don't need to write insert query to insert data. So simply we can insert data using graphical method. Alright, after you created the database, the principal wanted to check your database for bugs. Alright, yeah, he has given you some scenarios. Read them carefully and write queries to get result. Alright, now principal want to check our database for bugs. So he give us some queries, so some scenarios. Now we need to write queries. We need to join tables and use join queries and subqueries to get result. So we have given three scenarios. So let's see the scenario. Select all students who study in grade 6. Alright, that's easy. Select birthdays of the students who come from the Padaviya by bus. So we need to join student table with village table and transport table, and also we need to join those 3 tables: student, village and transport table. We need to join those tables and get our result. And in the first question, select all students who study in grade 6. Alright, we need to join this grade table and student table only. So select name of the students who study at grade 9. So we have grade table, and come from Mihintale, alright, village table, on foot, so transport table. So in this third scenario, we need to connect these all 4 tables and get the result. Alright, now you can understand there is some complex query here. So we need to stay focused, our video really tight. So before I go into my query writing, I want to talk about what is the join, what's the join query, and what's the subquery. So let's go to our MySQL diagram, and now I will explain you a little bit what is the join query. So a join query is an SQL operation performed to establish a connection between two or more database tables based on matching columns, thereby creating a relationship between the table. So we need to get the matching columns from separated those 2 separated database tables, and we can connect them using SQL operation performed to establish a connection. So we can create relationship between the table using this join query. And also subquery is also same as this. Subquery is a query that appears inside another query statement. So that is all explained about subquery. So subquery is also same as join query. We can understand when we write query. And alright, now let's do this. So we already done our first question. So we made Graphically school database, and now we need to make table. So you know how to make the table. So I am going to my fast forwarding montage, and you can see how I made my tables. So I need to give student table and grade table. I need to make village and transport table. And when I want to give ID auto incremented for grade table, village auto incremented ID, transport auto incremented ID, and also student there is a number auto incremented number column. And I want to connect them with relationship, one to many relationship, non-identified relationship. And when I make my tables, my 4 tables, I will show you how to connect them with relationship. So now pay attention to table making thing. So I am little bit fast forwarding, and I'm not going to explain much. So let's go. Alright guys, I made my student table, grade table, village table, and transport table. Now we need to place a suitable system. So alright, now I get this center. Okay, now we need to connect these tables. We need to give one to many connection with the student table with those 3 tables. So transport table has a relationship with the student table. It's a one to many relationship. So I want to select the student table and transport table to do that. So now you can see those tables are connected, and also we need to connect village table. Alright, and connect this. Now we are okay. Now we make table, and we need to save the ER diagram just in case. Q10 and save it, and also we can export it as a PNG, and we are going Q10, okay, right, PNG file. Alright, now we can see, now we can show our ER diagram to principal. If it is requirement is all good, he will tell about that, and it helps really well when we save it as a PNG. So now we are going to forward engineer that and go to our hide skill and do other things. So I forward engineer that. Now you know what is the forward engineering, and we have DDL, and it executes. Okay, forward engineer finished successfully. So we close it and minimize that and go to hide skill, and now we can refresh our database. So now what is the database name? Capital Labs code. So now you can see we have made this grade, student, transport, village tables. So now you can see student table has 3 foreign keys and 1 primary keys, and grade table has primary key, transport primary key, village has also primary key. So primary keys are also auto incremented in this database. So now let's go to see. Now let's go to see in our table. We want to insert data graphically. So now you know how to insert data graphically. So I'm going to show you how to insert, but in fast forwarding method. So you need to pay attention to this, and you know how to add them. You can watch them. I'm fast forwarding now. So I'm making this in double site. Alright, now we get it and little bit get this in. Okay, first we need to insert data to this grade and village and transport table, because they are foreign keys to student table. When we fill the student table, we can't stay null values in grade, village and transporting method. So we need to have values in these 3 grids. So we need to fill those 3 grids first, and let's fill out this student table. Alright guys, now I'm going to grade table. So my grade is also in integer data type. You can see it int, because we don't have any words in grade. So, and also my ID is auto incremented. So let's add the data. Alright guys, I made grade table, village table and transport table. I inserted data graphically, so it doesn't take long time. So I think 1 minute or less than 1 minute. Alright, now I am going to student table, and we need to use student first name, last name and birthday only, and we can also select transport ID, village ID and grade ID. Alright, now you can see I add first thing and second row normally, and all 3rd to 15 I will fast forward my insert data. Alright, now we want to add this, and we don't need to add the number. All we need to add the first name, like Saman and Kumara, and birthday, we want to give the birthday. Time is all right, we don't need the time. So we don't need time. We can we can give this date only and save this. Now we can add. Right, now you can see birthday, we only have date only. So we had the error because we don't fill this transport ID. Foreign key must filled out, so they can't be stay null values. So if we don't fill them, we can have some errors. So that is why I had the error. Alright, now let's fill this 2005 and 3 12. All right, now we are going to transport method. Let's see the transport method. Oh, one. Okay, by bus. So bus, and all right, now village, we need to select the village is 1, Padaviya, and grade 6. Okay, now you can see it, we filled out. And I will minimize small little bit, because now you can see, uh, now you can see it. I will this, okay, now you can see the table. So we have number here, and first name, last name, birthday, transport ID, village ID, and grade ID. So I filled out like that. So you can already see this is also look like that. Okay, now we need to fill another row. So we don't need to fill the number column because it is auto incremental. We want to fill this Samal and Pereira recommended to watch this in 720p or high quality, because you can't if you don't, you can't see the codes clearly. And 5 and 26th, transport ID is 2, so he is coming by foot. And village ID 2, that means Bulannever, whatever, for grade 4. Okay, now you can see we add the data to table. Alright, now I am fast forwarding this, so you need to pay attention. we got really much time to yeah, we don't need this. And I also got some mistakes in my table with these foreign keys. I don't like this stuff when we have to select 1 and 2 trees. I really mistake them. Okay, and also I got lot more time to insert data graphically, and also I met some famous peoples on there in my database table, but I don't think about the birthday. You can see Amal Pereira here and Harin Fernando, Fumi Hansamari. Also, we have Amarabandha Rupasinghe. Okay, Amarabandha Rupasinghe. We have Amarabandha Rupasinghe, Himali Sirivardhana, yeah, Harin Fernando. Okay, Sali Uduela. Okay, we got a lot more famous people in this database. Alright, I'm just kidding. Just a normal thing, just normal names. Okay. Now we are also okay. Now I will show you my database. I insert all the data, also all the first name, last names, birthday, and my foreign keys, and also I insert data to this grade table, and also my transport method table and village table. Alright, now we need to go to query space, and I don't need this. This is my previous video query. Alright, now we have to write a query. So this query is complex. I get that little bit. Okay. Now I need to try my join queries and check my database for bugs. Alright, now select all the students who study in grade 6. Alright, now let's see what the student studied in grade 6. So let's see, we have grade table on here. So 6, we have Saman Kumara, and also we have grade 6, what we got, Himali Sirivardhana. Okay, we have grade 6 student here, and we have those 2 students only. So we need to search those 2 students using our join query knowledge. So we are going to our query space. Now I need to write the join query. You need to be really careful because this is a serious case. So don't afraid when I say that, because this is also easy when you see it, when you pay attention to it really well. So now I want to select grade 6 student from my student table. So I am going to write a select query, and after I write a join query, and I will join grade table and student table together. So I write like that, select, and I need all information from student table, and now I need to join my grade table with the student table. So I use this inner join, this keyword. So I use this operation to do it. Inner join, I need to join grade table. So, and we want, when we join grade table, when we join 2 tables together, we need to give this operation on. So this is a new operation. I get that like on there, and on student I want to get a student table, and now I need to give this dot operation and get my grade tables grade ID column. So I have this column, so I have grade ID here. So it's foreign key of the student table. So I get that grade ID, and equals is to grade table ID column. So I get the grade table and get dot operation. Now I have ID, so I connect it with this. So I give a semicolon. Now I can get grade table and student table all together. So I will show you that when I run the query, I will get my student table and also my grade table. So you can see grade table on the left, on the right side, they all connected. Now you can see it. So grade 6, now you can see it, they all connected. Now we all need to get these grade 6 students only. So we have 2 students here. No, we have 3 students here. Yeah, Salia, yeah, I don't see that. Salia, Sita, Kamsa, Hari. Okay, we need to get that. Yeah. So now I need to select grade 6 students only. So now I need to remove this semicolon. Now I use where, you know that operation, where I want to get grade tables, names, grade table grades. Okay, grades, it also equals to grade 6. So when I give grade names, I want to use single quotes and I want to include my value inside the single quotes. And now our query is okay. Now I give semicolon here and run the query. We can get grade 6 students Sita, Salia and Harid. Alright, now you can see it. So yeah, now now you can see grade 1 we have Sita Kanchana, alright, Sita Kanchana, and Salia Uduela and Harindu Dhamsara. Okay, we have 3 students in grade 6. Now our query is okay. So now we can see the query. So now you can clearly see the query. I will little bit okay, see query clearly. Alright, I give you some time to get that query into your mind. So we select all from student table and join grade table with the student table, and when we join it we want to use this on operation to join student table and grade table. So I use this dot operation to get student table grade ID foreign key column and assign it to grade tables ID column. And now I need to get grade 6 students only, so I get grade tables grade names and assign it to 6 value, and now I get it inside the single quotes. And when I finish the operation, when I finish the query selection, and I use semicolon to close it. So now you can see it. So alright, now we are going to second dot. So I'm minimizing this like this. Okay, now we have second thing to do. Select birthdays of the student who comes from Padaviya by bus. So okay, so we need to join village table, transport table and student table all together. So we need to select Padaviya village students, and we need to select who comes by bus. So now we need to get the birthdays of the student who comes to Padaviya by bus. Alright, Padaviya, that means village ID is 1. Okay, by bus transportation method, our ID is 1. Birthdays, we need to get the birthdays. Alright, let's do that. So we can get the select. We need to select and student table, and we need to give dot operation and get the birthday column from. So I give that from. Now you can see I type the query line by line, so you can identify what is the meaning of the line. So how we can query, how it is executing, you can also identify well. So that is why I type line by line. If I query in my own work, I query in line. So this is explanation video I want to explain you. So I am writing query line by line. So from student, I want to get the student table where we want to get village ID from the student table. So I give this where and get the student village ID. We need to get the village ID, and my village ID wants to equal to village table ID column. So dot operation get ID column. So now I need to do this in operation. So now you can see we don't need to write join query. So this question maker don't mention it, so we can use subquery. So they don't mention to use join query, we can use subquery. So now I am using subquery. So subquery we use in operation to join tables. So I give in operation, and now I need to write another select query. I want to get brackets, and now I can write my query inside the brackets. So I want to select village table, select something from village table. I want to get village table ID, so I give dot operation and get ID, and I want to get it from from village names, village where equals 1. So Padavi is, so village Padavi equals to ID 1. So we need to give 1 value inside the single quotes. Alright, now you can see it. Okay, now you can see pretty much clearly. So now we have another condition to select. So we select village. Now we want to select transport method. So transport method is bus. So we have one ID for bus. Okay, now let's go. And when we connect another condition, we want to use AND operation. So you know what the AND operation, we did that previously. And now I want to get the student table, and student table transport ID, I want to get that dot. Now I can get transport ID, and again we put in operation. Now I need to write the select query. So I write select query. I need to select from transport table. So transport, and if your table is all correct, it turns into pink color. So I need to get dot operation and get ID, and from I need to get transport method. So now I am going to my transport table and get the column name. Alright, coming to query space again. Okay, from transport method where I want to equal transport dot ID to 1. Okay, my query is okay. Now I need to close the brackets. Okay, now let's see what we got. We want to select birthday, so I give the student table birthday column, and now I connect village table to student table. So you can see that we select village ID, we select village names from village ID, and I want to select Padavi village only. And now I join my transport table to student table, and now I want to get transportation method bus who comes by bus only. So I give this one value because bus, you can see the bus transportation method, it includes ID 1. So now I can execute this, and let's see we have a, so first let's see who comes Padavi by bus. So 1 okay, transport want to be 1, village want to be 1. So yeah, we have Saman Kumara and we have Himali Sirivardhana, and also yeah, we have those two only. I will see them. Let's execute and see what's happened. Alright guys, I have some mistakes in my single quotes, and I also changed some of my query. Now I will show you what is the final query. So I little bit customize this. So now I need to connect village table and transport table with student table. So we connect these three tables: student table, village, and transport table. So I select the student table birthday column because I want to get birthdays who comes Padavi by bus. Alright, now I need to get birthday column from student table, where student I need to get village student. I need to join village table with my student table. So I need to select village ID from student table, and now I am using subquery. So I use this in operation and select village table, and I want to get ID column from village table. So now I need to get ID 1. ID 1 means Padavi village. So I want to get Padavi village from village table, from village names. And now I need to connect transport ID also. Now I can get student tables transport ID column. So when I get it, I want to connect it with transport table. So I use this in operation to connect that. And now I select transport ID from transport table. Now I want to get transportation method who comes by bus. So bus means ID1, so I want to include that one for that. So I when I end the query, I want to use this semicolon, and now I can run the query. So now I can get the birthdays who comes from Padaviya by bus. So let's go and see, is it okay, is it true. So I want get village 1, transport 1. So now transport 1, village 1, okay. 2005 month 3, March and 12. Yeah, okay. Now I can get this this student, this Himali Sirivardhana student. So I can get transport method and village. Okay. Yeah, our query is right. So this is our query. We can get birthdays using this query. So I will little bit maximize for you. Now you can take a minute to note that or see about that. Alright, I'm not gonna exceeding much more time for this query. So now I minimize this a little bit, and this is okay. And now we have third question to do. When I finish that question, I am quickly end my video because I already exceeding my time. Yeah, really exceeding my time. I think this video will be 40 minutes or 30 minutes more. Alright, select the name of the students who study at grade 9 and come from Mihintale on foot. So we want to select grade 9 student, and that means we need this grade table, and we need to select Mihintale, so we need village table also, and on foot, that means we need to use this transport table also, and we need to select the names. So now we need to use this student table to get names. So third question means we need to connect those 4 tables all together and get the names who study at grade 9 and comes from Mihintale on foot. So now let's go to query and write a query. Alright, now now I want to select student first name. So I get I use this select. I want to get the student table, and dot operation want to get first name, and also I want to get student last name. Student table dot operation last name. I want to get that last name from student table where I need to get grade 9 students names. So now I need to get where I want to connect student tables grade ID foreign key, student dot operation grade ID. Now I want to connect it. So, and we are doing stuff with subquery. So I need to use this in operation, and now we can connect grade table with student table. So I need to write select query for grade table. So I use this brackets to do that. Select. Okay, we need to select grade table. We need to get ID, and from grades where I get that where grade where ID, let's get the ID where grade dot ID we want to get 9, so ID equals to 9 equals to 4, so equals to 4, and I want to close the bracket. Now I need to connect my other condition. That means we want to connect village table and transport table. So now I do this AND operation, and now I can select, now I can join village table for that. So and I need to get a student table and dot operation village ID So when I connect that table, I want to use in operation, and now I can select, now I can get that also and customize this. It's a shortcut, so select, I can get village ID from village, so copy that, paste it on there, village, where we want to get village ID. So village ID we want Mihintale 4, so village ID want to be 4, and yeah, okay, and now I can now I can join another table. That means we can join transport table, and I use this AND operation, and now I can get this all. You can clearly see it. Okay, yeah, now you can see it, and I want to get transport ID, so what operation, transport ID, so transport ID is from transport, and now I can get a food from transport method, so I want to copy that and paste it on there, and it want to equal food, so make sure food, yeah, can copy it. Okay, now our query is okay. Let's see if it is working or not. If it is not, let's fix the bug and connect it again. So I put semicolon here, and now this is my query, so I will run that. Okay, we have Vatsala Shani and Amarabandhu Rupasinghe. Yeah, Amarabandhu Rupasinghe. So let's see, we want to get village number 1 and transport 2. Alright, let's see, transport 2, yeah, Amarabandhu, and village number 4, yeah, okay, Amarabandhu Rupasinghe is also selected one. Yeah, he always selected one, yeah. I'm just kidding. Okay, Vatsala Shani, let's see, 4, yeah, village number is 4, transport method is 2. Yeah, we are correct, so our query is correct, fortunately. So I'm so happy, you're so happy, my query is okay. So now I will explain you about the query. You can clearly see it. So now I am full screen this query, so now you can see this question paper at the last time, so I'm going to close it. Okay, I'm now close it. Now I want to get the full screen, so don't think about this. Wait, alright, and now I remove that red line that is on my recorder. So now I will explain you a little bit about this and end the session. So select student first name and last name from student table, and now I want to connect grade table to student table. So now I want to get foreign key of grade table, that means grade ID, and we are using subquery, so we use this in operation to connect that grade table. Now we want to select grade ID from grade table, so we want to select grade 9 student. So grade 9 student means when you go to grade table, we can clearly see grade 9 means ID 4, so we want to get ID 4 here, and student table, I need to connect village table to student table, so I give this foreign key column to that student table with dot operation and use this in operation because we are using subquery, and now I can select village ID from select village table, and also we join transport table to student table. Now I can get transportation method using transport table and connect it with the student table. So this is all about join query. So we all talk about some complex things today. So this is not a really complex thing. You didn't see what is the really complex thing, but if you watch my eShop application video, when we creating our single product view, when we creating our single product view, you can see a really complex inner join. So we join district table. When we are creating our cart page, we want to give really big inner join. So if you see that, if you don't see, you can go to my eShop web project and see that it is really complex than this. So you can see it also. So this is not a really complex thing. So we have much more complex query to write in this series. So now I exceed my time. Now my video duration exceeding more time. So I have only 10 minutes, but every time I exceed my timeline, that's not a problem. If you understand my session, I will be so happy. So alright guys, I will catch you in my next video. So next video I will also do I don't know what's the next question, so I don't have the paper already. So when I find the paper, I will come back to you. Until this, take it easy.